What do we know about the words? They are
Standards reference grading was a big shift in learning here at Cloud Elementary this year. We went slow to go fast so that we could understand what it was we were doing so that we could be doing it well.
The first semester has been a learning curve for sure. I kind of like to think of it as a crock pot and not a microwave. I know eventually it will all come together, but it's slow to grow.
In the beginning, when I would show the targets to my students, I could tell that they were a little confused. It was a lot to take in, but now they seem to understand it. So I can say, this is our target, this is where I want you to be, and they all know that if they aren't there now, that they're going to get there at the end of the school year. That's the eventual goal.
A period or a question mark.
The teachers here at Cloud have been committed. It was very quickly that they determined that this was the right way to go, even if they weren't ready yet to go there. And so they worked really hard to fully understand the whole process of planning and teaching and assessing and grading.
One thing I hear is that it makes teaching so much more intentional, and a narrowed focus makes us feel like our goals are attainable. We're seeing growth in the students, and success breeds success. So seeing the ball rolling in the right direction feels good. And that one of the things that I've heard teachers say before is that our grading has never felt right, and now it feels better.
We know specifically what students know each individual skill, so we can use that information to either reteach a skill or include it in a small group teaching activity that we do.
It's better because it focuses on specific things and it helps you.
For math, it didn't matter what we were doing. If it was like area and perimeter and then multiplication, division, it would all just be a math grade. But now it is divided by targets, specifically by the standards. So parents and students can know, like, oh, they get division. They can do this part of division really well, but they may not understand this part of division well.
Turn and tell the person next to you what this non-fiction is.
My teacher explained it as if you get a 1, it's fine at the beginning of the year because she knows that you need help on something. And I like it better because I also get to know what I need help on.
Initially, they're always like, I don't want a 1. No one wants a 1. And so it's been difficult in the beginning to get them to accept that a 1 is okay in the beginning. And they're also advocating for themselves. I will have kids now, like in a writing activity, be like, look, I wrote a simile, or we'll read something and they'll point it out.
I think what's gone really well is SRGs and planning. I think we're really intentional with how we're planning and what standards we're incorporating into our lessons, what standards we're making our big rocks, and that has led for our teaching to be more intentional.
We've been able to spend significant amount of time during our professional learning and our team times to really dive in and understand the standards and to apply the planning documents and have a lot of grace with each other as we are collaboratively planning. And one of the things that we've seen is that a lot of the targets are repetitive. So as we get more comfortable with them, we're like, oh, there's that target again. We feel good about this one.
Next semester is really going to go smoothly because we now have a full understanding of what it means to be at a 3 or a 2 or a 1. And we have a good understanding of what the foundational targets are, as well as what our goal is that we're working for.
One of the things I'm looking the most forward to is the growth that the students have made. We knew where they started, and the teachers are working so hard, and the kids are working so hard. I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends for them, and that screener data, data assessment data, all the data starts correlating, and that it all means the same thing. I'm looking forward to that. And then the teacher efficacy of them looking at it and knowing what they're doing and feeling good about it.
It's also really fun to hear the kids talk. When I ask them, what do you like about standards reference grading? I like that they can tell me, I know what my goal is, I know where I am now, and I know what I need to do to get there. So that's been really great having those conversations with the kids too.